I don't know if you guys can see that in the background or not, but that's a YZ125 in my garage. Today we're gonna tear it apart, clean it, give it a good wash. I've got some packing here for the exhaust. We got a new air filter. I got a container of overpriced Yamaha bolts right here. So we should be set, but before we do that, guys, one sec. I just got this in the mail from Risk Racing. If you guys aren't familiar with Risk Racing, basically they make everyday products for dirt bikers and motocrossers, but they do it in a very unique and innovative way. Let me give you an example, one sec. Stickers. I'll let Mason put those somewhere. He's the expert. Mason's the expert on knowing where to put stickers. But you guys, this is a 3-gallon gas can, which is perfect for kids. Very easy for them to be able to put gas in their bikes by themselves. But I know what you're thinking. Well, what's so great? What's so special about a gas can? Well, let me show you. Here's the hose cap. Sweet. Look at that. Oh. Bam! I've got a couple of pet peeves about my old gas can. First of all, let's start with the hose. Okay, so filling up this bike with this gas can right now is a piece of cake. I just use one hand to tip it and the other hand to aim with the hose. Problem is, if this thing was full, if this thing had 4 or 5 gallons, it would be a pain in the butt trying to lift it with one hand, which would mean I need 2 hands, which means I don't have control over the hose, which means I'm probably gonna spill and waste gas in the process. This thing, on the other hand, has a built-in mechanism. Bam, look at that. It's so simple, it's genius. One-handed, two-handed if you needed. Perfect, so simple, so easy. Even I would have a hard time messing this one up. This is the breather on the gas can. Now, I've owned a lot of gas cans. I don't know if I've ever not lost a breather cap on a gas can. Okay, these are my gas cans right now. This one, I think we had for a day and then the breather came off. That one, breather cap, gone. This one, breather cap, broken. This one doesn't even have one, never mind, okay. So the other problem with this gas can, it is very top heavy. It's upright. So if you put it in the back of the truck, if it's not tied down or wedged in there really good, you go around a turn, it falls over, no breather cap, so there's gas spilling out. I know what you're thinking to yourself, this is a pretty upright gas jug too, so that could tip over the back of a truck. Well, not so fast, because they also have this floor mount that you could put in the back of a truck or a Jeep or an El Camino or whatever you have, which we're not gonna do right now because we're actually in the market for a trailer. So we're gonna save this for the trailer. So you just bolt that in and then snap that in place. And that ain't going nowhere. Try to pull it apart, Mason. No, that's how you pull it apart. I'm saying like down here, try to pull it apart. Yeah, see, you can't do it. You can't do it. But if you pull it right here, bam, easy. So thank you to Risk Racing for sending this to us. If you guys, if you're smart, do yourself a favor, go to Instagram, follow Risk Racing, because they've got lots of other cool products and they're always coming out with more that you don't want to miss out on. That's not what I want to see. Darn it. I'm trying to get all the plastic off the bike so that I could clean the frame. A couple things that I'm finding. For one, there's dirt coming into the carburetor, which is not good. So I'm gonna have to pull the carburetor apart, check it, and check the reeds, and hopefully there's not dirt going into the cylinder. But for right now, like I said, I want to get the frame cleaned. So I'm trying to get all the plastic off, but couple of these bolts are stripped and not wanting to come out, so yeah, just spinning. I was kind of wanting to get a restyle kit on it eventually, so I may just end up ripping the plastic off and then just go ahead and replace it this week, because this fuel tank shroud is stripped too. It just spins and spins. So gas tanks aren't cheap, but this gas tank looks like somebody keyed it or got into a fight with an alley cat or something. So it may be fun just to replace the gas tank too. guys, can you do me a favor? When you post a bike for sale, I know everyone always says the same thing. Bars right up, first kick, crazy fast, reliable. When you do your next post, can you just do me a favor and also include that you stripped out all the bolts for me? I'd appreciate that. Well guys, the good news is that I got all the plastic off the bike. The bad news is that it took longer than I probably want to admit, but unfortunately the plastic is really not as in good of shape as I originally thought when I got the bike, which isn't a big deal. I pretty much wanted to do a restyle kit eventually on it, so that's okay. I could order new plastic this week and the bike will look a lot better anyways. Unfortunately, I also found that there's some dirt in the carburetor, which I'm not too stoked on, but I could clean it out and hopefully if it didn't get into the engine, then it should be okay. Also, the other problem I noticed is that there's a little bit of oil leaking under the bike, which the next step is I need to clean the bike and clean the frame. And when I clean underneath the bike, I could probably tell where the leak is coming from. I mean, hopefully it's from like the oil drain plug or something. It's not tight all the way, but next step, I'm gonna go take the bike in the backyard, get it hosed down, get the frame cleaned. But first, I just found something else I want to buy online. I really do need a better pair of boots, and I found a pair of Alpine Stars for $100. So let's go check that out. Today is a special day. Today is the first day of 2020 that I decided to wear shorts outside. Also, it's Easter today. Yeah, it's a good time to do all those projects that you've been putting off. Did you buy these new? What'd you end up getting for it? Really? Yeah, when you're selling stuff online, you never know who you're gonna deal with. I just picked up YZ125, haven't even ridden it yet. So. Now, you really notice a difference when you're riding with good quality boots. You can grip the bike better, you can feel the bike better. It really makes a difference in your control. Dude, I'm stoked on those. Those are really good boots. They're really comfortable, a little big, but hey, I'd rather have them a little big than too small. Plus, I mean, I'll wear thicker socks anyway, so those should work good and really make a big difference in how I ride. They should help me suck less. They should help me not suck as much, is what I'm saying. Alright guys, so I just spent a couple hours working on the bike, detailing it, trying to get it to look as good as possible. I wanted to look as close to a brand new bike as I possibly could for a couple reasons. One, I wanted to get a really good look at the bike and see what needs attention, if there's anything that needs to be replaced or worked on. Two, if I'm going to spend the money for brand new plastic
and graphics and a seat cover, then you got to have the frame look good. It just won't look right having everything on the outside look clean and brand new and have a dirty frame. And the third reason, I haven't worked on a bike for me in a long time. So yeah, I went overboard, I got a little carried away, but hey, I think it looks good. I think it was worth it. So here's what I did. I used a product from Napa called Aluminum Brightener for the frame. If you have an aluminum frame, this really does a good job eating away at the dirt, cleaning it up and making it look brand new. I will say this though, I didn't do as good of a job as I wanted to videoing and documenting the process. And the reason for that is because with the aluminum brightener, it will eat away at your frame. So what you do is you spray it on, you wait for it to bubble up. Once it's kind of white and bubbly, then you scrub it with a brush. Try not to get it on your hands, try not to get it in your eyes, try not to inhale it, because this stuff is really strong. Like I said, I sprayed it on, I scrubbed it, and then I tried to rinse it down and spray it with the hose as quick as I could, because I didn't want it to eat away at the metal or the frame or the bolts or anything. So I apologize. I did not get as good of footage of the process, but I mean, hopefully the before and afters are worth it. I don't know about you guys, but I'm actually really pleased with that product. The aluminum brightener for Napa did a great job. I think it looks really good. Even the parts that you're not even gonna see because of the plastic, I still try to do a good job. I think that's gonna do it for today. I got the bike put away. Obviously, we're not done. There's gonna be a lot more to come. Oh, I'm gonna save this for another video, but I haven't even told you the whole story about how I bought that thing. I almost did not get it. I drove 2 hours to go pick up that bike and it almost didn't happen. I almost didn't get it. It's kind of an interesting story. So I'll save that for a future video. But for right now, we're gonna end this. I am gonna order new plastic. I don't know when it's gonna get here though. So I may have to put the old plastic on just so I could ride it and take it for a spin, or I may just be patient and wait till the new plastic comes in. I don't know, but this is gonna be a work in progress. I wanna do a lot to that bike. I wanna make it really special, but it's gonna take some time. But what do you guys think? What do you think I should do? The next couple things that I should add to the bike, what do you think I should add? Or do you think I should just leave it as is? Just like that. What do you think?